Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to Poke Zoo channel or Reverb or wherever you might be seeing this. This is really an interesting guitar. I just recently took off the huge flat ones. I think they were a set of 13s or 14s to put on these acoustic strings, which are a set of 11s. And this guitar has taken on a whole new dimension. Just now plugging in my cheap solid state amp I paid $1.50 for. Never heard bass like this. It sounds, kind of reminds me of a cello or something, just a really, not a boomy bass, just a very defined bass with great mid bass. But this is really a neat guitar. This is a lot of, I'll go 1449 on this, and this really is a lot of guitar. It's got some little white marks in the back and a couple little very small, chips in the binding, no big deal. But it's got an ebony board, and it really has a lot of sound, a lot of spirit. It kind of reminds me a lot of some of the older Gibson L5s and Super 400s I've had. Comes with a hard case. Those notes are fine, I'm just not pushing hard enough. Pickup sounds really good. Now if you could just hear that bass growl. This is really a unique guitar, but Robert Conti is a monster player, and he wouldn't have his name on. This is an older one made in Japan in the 70s, and the top has got really great soaking patterns, and it really has a sound. I mean, it's a lot of guitar for $14.49. I think that's cheap for this guitar. It's going to be worth a lot more someday. Even just playing a couple chords on it, you can kind of get a sense of it. I probably should have put some 12s on here, but it's playing real good right now. But it probably would have even a little more tone, and if you're heavy on the right hand, the 12s might work. But yeah, this really has a sound. Some people like to just use a little bit of the pickup with a little bit. So I barely have the pickup on. That's kind of a nice sound. I've never played a guitar that has the sound this guitar has. It has a really unique sound. It kind of reminds me like of a cross between an old Super 400 and an old Gibson L5 and an old Johnny Smith, all kind of rolled into one. It really has a sound. I'm just messing around, improvising here, but having fun. This would be a great guitar for the guitar ladder system, boy. Boy, I really like it, just a little bit of amp and you can hear the guitar. A lot of guitar for $14.49, believe me. This business is a total passion to me. It costs me money. My guitar business costs me money, and that's not bullshit. I wish it was. I really wish it was, but it's not. Anyway, this is really a neat guitar. I'll miss this one. Nice big 17-inch wide arch top, ebony fretboard. Not sure what the pickup is, but it sounds unbelievable. It sounds like a really good pickup would be on an old Johnny Smith or something. And like I said, it's a beautiful guitar. I love the big, huge headstock on it. And like I said, a couple small little places in the binding. I mean, really pretty damn small. You could get that repaired or not worry about it. All these old guitars from the 70s have the real thin lines in the binding. That's very, very common, all the old L5s, Super 400s. But this guitar plays really good. It has tons of fret left. I'm not sure, but I think it might be nitrocellulose finish. I can't guarantee that, but it just sounds so good and everything. And I think I've read that other places. But yeah, it really has a sound, man. Such a musical guitar, and I got the 11s on it right now, and it's really cozy. The action's low and it plays really good. You could probably even go lower, but it's perfect right now, and it would be fine with 12s too. But yeah, it's got the pick guard's got the little bit of the curl to it, like an old Super 400, where it kind of curls, you know, here up a little bit. It's got a little that warping curl thing. But man, this is a lot of box. It's got beautiful mids and mid bass. All right, folks, if you're interested, and I started the price at $22.49. I'm down to $14.49. I'm making diddly squat on this, enough for, you know, a nice Mexican dinner, me and the wife. That's about it. But that's cool. I got to play it for a while. It's got a hard case. This is, I think this is a sleeper. I really do. I think this is undervalued right now, and there's not that many around. And this is only my second one, I think, in the last 8 or 9 or 10 years. So I love the L5 tailpiece. But yeah, this is really, really a neat guitar. If you want pics, send me an email to stevezook7@yahoo.com. I'll send you a link to my ad, or just send you some pics. Again, that's Steve Zook, STEVEZOOK, 7, not spelled out, at yahoo.com, or pokesoo@gmail.com. But yeah, this I can barely put this guitar down. I just want to keep trying new things, because I've never heard this kind of sound in any guitar. When I play that A, I can feel it in my chest, and that's with 11s on it. All right, folks, take care. Bye.